Pork Vindaloo, I'm going to show you how to make this dish. First of all though, let's understand where the name Vindaloo came from. Vindalus, which means wine and garlic in Portuguese, is believed where this dish originated from when the Portuguese came over to Goa. In the 18th century, the British traders introduced potatoes to the north of India that were called Aloo, A-L-U, which, as I understand it, is interpreted as root crop. However, in Hindi, Aloo, A-L-O-O, is potato. I'm Russell Phipps and this is my channel, Manner with Spice. If you enjoy my videos, then please don't forget to subscribe. In the description below, there is a link to my channel. Plus, if you hit the notification bell, you will be given a notification every time I load a new video up. So you can see over time, Vindaloo got corrupted to Vindaloo. So the actual dish itself, it is hot and spicy, though you should be able to taste all those spices. I'll put a link up here to a chicken vindaloo that I've made, and I'll also put other links up at the end, up here and here, to other videos that I have made. What are the main ingredients of vindaloo? I have in here a paste which I've already made up. It has got chilies, coriander, cumin, fenugreek, black mustard seed and turmeric, as well as garlic, ginger and wine vinegar. We mix it in to the pork. I have here 3/4 of a kilo of pork, which is from the shoulder. Sorry, no it's not, it's from the leg. Just thoroughly mix it, and then you want to leave it for a minimum of 4 hours or in the fridge overnight. This has been marinating for about 8 to 10 hours in the fridge. One question I've been asked is, do you actually need to marinate the meat? The answer is no, you don't, but it does taste a lot better if you do. Secondly, another good tip on this is if you make a lot of this meat and you marinate it, you can actually freeze it before you cook it. When you go to defrost it, it actually marinates it for you over that time because you're defrosting it. But secondly, it also tenderizes the meat, which means it's a lot easier to cook. Because remember, this is a stew, so it has to be slow cooked. It's not one of these fast dishes, and therefore this particular dish is not a British Indian restaurant style vindaloo. Let's get the other vegetables prepared for cooking. 3 or 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil. You add all the onion and we just caramelize this, so we just want it to go lightly brown. If I can just show you there, look. 6 minutes have passed. Okay, they've gone lightly brown, so they're just starting to caramelize. And the idea of this is to sweeten the dish up. We may need to add some sugar a bit later on in the cooking. What we're going to do now is actually add all of the marinated meat. At the moment this is on low, so we're just going to stir this to mix the onion in. And now I'm going to increase the heat and we're going to seal this meat. Once it is sealed, I will reduce the heat slow, put the lid on and leave it for about 10 minutes. I'll then add the potatoes. I tend to add the salt just before we put the lid on, so that you're not drawing the moisture out of the meat and it evaporating while you've got it on high heat. So you want to do it when that is actually reduced and you can cover it. But do salt to your taste. Give that a stir, put the lid on, turn the heat right down to low. 10 minutes up, and as you can see, there's an awful lot of juice in there now. We're going to add the potatoes. Now, because I've added the potatoes at this stage, I've cut them small. If you wanted larger sized potatoes, I would suggest you pre-boil them. I've rinsed the bowl out that had the marinade in, and I'm just going to put those in there so we've got all the juice in. Make sure the potatoes are all covered. Cook this for another 30 to 40 minutes. 30 minutes have passed. Let me test it then. Needs a bit more sweetness, so I'll add a bit of sugar to it. Teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half of brown sugar just to get that sweetness up. Now I'll test if the meat's ready. The meat needs a tiny bit longer, and the potatoes are just about cooked. And I'll see how that is first before I add any more. I'll check that again in a couple of minutes. Thank you again for watching. I have put links up to videos that I have produced on YouTube, and please don't forget to subscribe. As mentioned, it's totally free, and if you hit the notification button, you will get notifications of whenever I load a new video up.